to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before? Whoa. And all them other cats you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You gon' approach the dog with some bump. Alright, they gonna click 911. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It remind me of club. Cause every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Tried to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft of the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. With my the mic, that's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so I love my baby mother, I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? It's up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talking, put him in the stand. You keep walking, unless you're trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you just soft type. What? Fake up north type. Like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When the body burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out, running his mouth. I'ma flung out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you the best, but it's hard to digest with the size of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside on my don't meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside on my big baller. Don't meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside on my fly lady. Don't meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside on my street people. Meet me outside.
It's got y'all bouncing again, bouncing again, bouncing again. Man, that's got you bouncing again, bouncing again, bouncing again. Bouncing again, bouncing again, bouncing again. Come on, bouncing again, bouncing again, bouncing again, bouncing again. All my streets ain't bouncing again, bouncing again, bouncing again. Ain't nothing y'all can do. Ain't nothing y'all can do now.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like Pope. And 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Ooh, yeah. You
Saints fans, line up the dome and welcome your New Orleans Saints.
Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the third overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. Steps away to his left. He'll get that to Charbonnet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Now it's Darnold. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Well, that's one way, and a good way, to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Darnold to throw again, eluding the pressure right. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Sam Darnold taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
So one play and they're already just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Rattler. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yep.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 24 yards. And the Saints are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Sometimes positions become interchangeable. The quarterback became a running back and took it the distance for a touchdown.
Late grouping now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Darnold. Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Darnold. Buying time to his left. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. There's Cooks in motion right. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Boy, effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. The tight end in motion right. Second down, it's Kamara again. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Down. 30.
Olave motioning to the left. Rattler wants to throw it. Little short pass here to Hill. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They run. It's Kamara. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Darnold. That's down the field. He's got a Warrior. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. This is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
All that rapping pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All the folks in me, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, putting working on the
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Darnold. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Darnold. They're complete to Smith-Njigba. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
Darnold now to throw. Left side, he finds Smith-Njigba. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd down at the 6-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Sam Darnold with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, he told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back out on the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
We'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go around.
That's good for us Saints.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
To the air is Rattler. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at the 15. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 3.
29-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Seahawks.
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. Third and 14.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
They'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. Looking to put a drive together.
Set, ready. 10 black.
He'll start with a give to Camara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. They'll set up the screen now to Camara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
That's good.
Ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Let's go.
They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Saints first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Well, he's a diminutive receiver, Charles. Not a ton of size, but still able to bring that in against double coverage.
I think that's a great job by him of understanding angles, because you mentioned his size. He's not going to go over the top.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Leonard Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16.
Come on, set.
Now Rattler. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
For another Saints. First and 10.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Shuck. There's a short one caught by Johnson.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Shuck. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Here's Darnold. Smith and Jigba with the ground. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Doesn't matter whether it's zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now it's Darnold. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it will bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And this one's incomplete.
I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing again is Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's brought down after a pick on the 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On the ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Black, net, set.
Trying the left side with Camara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Rattler from the gun, 3rd down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up the 1st down.
I don't want to be a jinx partner, put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. There are a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the 1st quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Red, 30.
Throwing is Rattler. Slant pass complete to Olave. come up facing 3rd and 5.
Leads to 3rd and 5.
Set, ready.
Here's Rattler. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Leonard Williams bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They'll look to set up his blockers. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Here's Darnold. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Good throw, good catch. But I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 1 yard to go.
To throw is Darnold. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out right around the 39. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down. To the air again, Darnold. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now Darnold. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Ryan Brzee fought in and got him down. Partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why did he throw it away?
3rd and 19. Back to throw, Darnold. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line, as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ready, break. Here we go.
Rattler wants to throw it. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through loss of 7 to bring up forward. Here comes the Saints punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Horton. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here.
He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Darnold now to throw. Going up top for Cup. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold going up top for Cup. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Touchdown
Cooper
Seattle.
Kupp, 57 yards. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7.
Saints 7.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll go play action here with Rattler. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat for the first down.
That's good for us Saints. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Set, ready. Cut, yellow, 22. Ready.
To the air is Rattler. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
He certainly had playing success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now back to throw. The pass caught by Olave. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 38 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. But that was well executed.
Here's Groupie for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks offense has Sam Darnold headed back out there. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches and they talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not only want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Smith and Jigba. A gain of 7. 1st down, Seahawks.
Back to throw. He completes this to Walker. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Darnold to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the 50, it's Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba.
Darnold's pass complete to Jackson, Smith and Jigba.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Darnold. A right
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Saints offense and the veteran Alvin Kamara getting set for this next possession. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Set, ready. Look, set, go. Ready.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
At the 39-yard line.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Ready. 60 red. 60.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
Let's go now. 50.
Now Rattler.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubt for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now 2nd and 9.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go.
At the 19-yard line.
30.
Throwing is Rattler.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Here's Rattler.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
For the Saints field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and they come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first down, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
And Walker once more.
Powerful running. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's Darnold.
Smith and Jigba making the play along the sideline.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Second down at the Saints' 34-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now Darnold. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Brian Brzee
able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Down onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Ready. Black. Hut.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
finding space at the 40.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
That's good for us Saints.
Here we go.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there.
So a player's shaken up. We'll get a stoppage here. And that's Alvin Kamara, the one who's going to receive some attention. Hopefully he's okay. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Set, ready, set, 52, boom. Ready.
On play action, Rattler. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
And that right there was first incompletion of the game. Pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe he starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's in Washington, 22 straight completions to start the game. This guy's on fire.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold him for just a short game.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
From the midfield strike, they look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Darnold now to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That's the former Buckeye Pete Warner getting the sack.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
We've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
At the 32-yard line.
Play action. Now Rattler. Finds Hill on the crossing route. Complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for
that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big targeted tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. They'll go play action here with Rattler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's up to 70 yards now in his first half receiving as he's got a first down.
Not even a little bit.
certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on third down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
Rattler going to look to throw again. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
Let's go now.
To the air is Rattler. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Leonard Williams. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. What do we see there, partner? Was that a zone blitz?
I think you're right about that one, and very simply, that just means people blitzing that you don't expect and defensive linemen dropping back into coverage. It throws off the blocking assignments.
And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now it's Darnold. Smith and Jigba with the ground. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back to throw, Darnold. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Darnold. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. The other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, set.
He starts with a give to Akers. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Rattler working out of the gun.
That's how multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Brings up third down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have any options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here's Darnold. And he fires one incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Let's go.
Rattler wants to throw it. Tries the left side and finds Olave.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Ready, go.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Rattler. That's Olave bringing in another one.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready? Ready.
Throwing is Rattler.
Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 52 block, hut, go.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Shuck now to throw.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Wilson. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
stepped in and picked him.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he returns this to the 22. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's Shuck. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's good.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard
Slot
line.
man moves right. Now a fake on the jet sweep. And they'll instead run up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Well, here's a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. To throw is Shuck. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Good coverage there, holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And that will come the offense as they take over.
23-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. looks terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now Darnold. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Seahawks first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 55 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now Shuck. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cam Akers, 73 yards. And the Saints have come back with a score. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. We just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It's a run with Akers. And this time they'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Jackson Smith and Jigba and his offense ready to go once more here.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. To throw is Darnold. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good decision in the end. The pull and run gets him 9 yards and a first.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Seattle.
Here's Darnold. He completes this to Walker. From the 35, here's second down and 1.
At the 35-yard line.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he's taken down here by the Saints. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sand. And that'll bring him third.
Third and long.
Tough spot here, third down and 11. Darnold from the gun. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Yeah, he was looking for the check on bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after right now?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Ernest Jones coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on third down to keep this drive alive.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. They'll go play action with Shutt. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. Didn't march to the end zone the last time out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw now, Shuck. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one, and here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Seattle now ready to march on the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. First and 10 upcoming. Faking the give, Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That's how multiple guys get to him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Darnold. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now it's Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. Oh, some strong running. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well executed 22-yard gain.
And the Seahawks.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Option play, they'll give to Walker. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to throw, Darnold. Forced out to his left. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Elijah Arroyo from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks had 6 to their lead.
Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score.
So the drive there took 6 plays.
26.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
From the gun, Shuck. Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
That's good for a Saints. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Throwing, Shuck.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. DeMarcus Lawrence, his second sack of the night. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Under pressure, they got him again. Leonard Williams. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. It's taken to the 26. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Seahawks offense had Cooper Kupp making their way back out. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Darnold. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Now a tip of the cap to the man under center, Charles. He just went over 400 yards passing in this ball game. He's got the touchdown passes to boot, taking pretty good care of the ball. Just all around a really solid performance.
Yeah, just check, and check, right? Because he certainly showed he was worthy of the trust that his team put in him.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Darnold down to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- and 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shuck now to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
It's 3rd and 15.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Shuck. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Saunders. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
Fourth down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down. At the
a shotgun snap for Darnold. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a gain of 4. And it's
3rd and 2. Now Darnold. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Down onto the field comes New Orleans. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Olave motioning to the left. To throw is Shuck. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Shuck. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
In a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Horton. 51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Off of play action, Darnold to the sideline and incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Rolling to his left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Here's Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Darnold. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Darnold from the gun. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that will make this a 16-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now there's the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
4th quarter, every drive so critical. You figure you may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And some room to maneuver. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Drop for a loss loss of 7 by multiple defenders. They win zone blitz. They're obviously successful. What makes the zone blitz successful?
Well, just go ahead and let's break the term down. Zone means they're going to play zone behind them in coverage, not man-to-man. But the zone blitz, why it's confusing to offenses? Because oftentimes defensive ends or defensive tackles will drop back into coverage, and linebackers or safeties will usually fill that.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 16. 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the
They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. 32. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. That'll be caught by Cup. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34-yard line. Back to throw. Oh, Darnold loses it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
That would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Oh, the gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
To throw now, Shuck. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, 26 yards. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
A point after, good by Groupie. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Saints 39.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. There's a nice move. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They got to take care of business right here. And that like the last series just did that.
Danny Stutzman coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First down. Hold on. Know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, it's still sold and I heard. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Hold on. I'm a rookie in the biz.
Play action. It's Darnold. They'll roll him out right. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down. At the 40.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Here's Darnold. And complete to Smith-Njigba. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
That's taken it around the 40. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And out now come the Seahawks. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Back to throw, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Darnold.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you love looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Faking the give, Darnold steps away.
Well, timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Darnold now to throw. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Again, Darnold. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now Darnold. End zone call. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp with his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game.
Previous play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stays.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Jason Myers.
Now Myers for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing, Shuck. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the shotgun, it's Shuck. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And going to Brooks is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that blitz had no problem finding its target, did it? Zone blitz. So the defensive linemen drop out instead of rushing the quarterback, and you replace them with linebackers or safeties. Throws off blocking assignments and throws off the reads of the quarterback. And that makes it difficult to complete a pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Intended for Brandon Cooks.
Quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
Play is a turnover on down.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devon Godshaw getting in there and dropping it. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. That's taken in by Arroyo. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Block now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. Looking to put a drive together.
It's a turnover on downs.
Here's Shuck. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line.
Taken down back at the 12-yard line.
Now Shuck. Little short pass here to Hill. It's a completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 37.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
They're trying. 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
Except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Quickly able to add the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Throw left side, complete to Cup. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Locke, sliding out of the pocket. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And going to once is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. To throw is Shuck.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
That's good for a Saints first down.
Shuck now to throw.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Hayner sets to throw it.
Now he's flushed out left. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete.
The second-round pick leading this offense well. It'll be a first down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Akers.
And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jared Reed in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also fourth down.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post.
And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They are in field goal range here already. How do you handle this situation, tie game?
In a perfect scenario, you want to find a way to get the ball to the proper spot for your field goal kicker. They always have preferences. And you want to bleed the clock down so that when you do kick it, as the ball's going through the post, the clock hits zeros.
He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Lock to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Lock. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now Lock. Out to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. Myers' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And he won't quite make it to the 25. This is 1st and 10.
1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Hayner looking to throw. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Connected with Hill. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.